Hi traders, David here again with another weekly analysis for Apex Alpha Wave Trader on DXY and the major pairs for the second week of September. So let's have a look, shall we? This is DXY, and for those of you who don't know what DXY means, that's dollar index in the futures market. We use that to determine where we think that the major currencies are headed for the new week we are going into, and this gives you a very solid idea of how and what to trade in every given week. Excuse me. So I'm looking at the dollar index on the 4-hour time frame right now, and if you've been following my videos, then you've observed that we've been in this channel for quite some time now, from around 3rd of August up till now. So we've been in it for about a month, and I guess that with what's been going on, we might be in this channel for a little while longer before prices decide to probably go down. Okay, so let's have a look at the monthly time frame here, and based on what I'm seeing, you can see by this line that I put here that this is where I expect that the market will get to before we experience any form of major support. Okay, so if we look at it from the monthly perspective, you can see here that what the market is doing right now looks a little bit like what happened here in 2017. You can see that after the market gave us slight corrective move here, bounced off of this level and gave us a retracement. So even if we're going to get any retracement here now, I submit to you that most likely we might end up hitting this level of support first. Okay, so I've delineated that area, and that's where our focus will be for now. So let's have a look at the daily time frame, and this is what's been going on. So we've had a series of consecutive impulsive moves down, and once we get an impulse move, we get a correction, we get another impulse move. So we are in a correction phase here. So this is the daily time frame. So a clue to when the downward trend will resume will be if we get a dead cross on the MACD. Okay, we possibly might not get a dead cross on the EMAs because you can see that they are still separated from each other, and so what we might probably get might be something that looks like a bounce. So what we're actually waiting for is a dead cross on the MACD on the daily time frame. So if we go to the 4-hour time frame now, you can see that we've been in this channel or a range for quite a while, but it's tradable. Okay, so what I want to show you guys is what's going on here right now. You can see that the market bounced off of this low level of support here and is headed up to this region. So if I take you to the 1-hour time frame, make it a little bit smaller, you can see what's happening here. Now we have negative divergence situation forming here. So we are expecting the market to give us a wave top situation to take us down into this trade. So if we put our trend line here like so, it really should be here, okay, because that was the last swing point. But anyway, let's just leave it there. Okay, so you can see that the market is already trying to test this this trend line. Now ideally we are looking for a situation like this, okay, and then possibly to head down, ideally. But the main thing is this: most likely we might get this, and if not, the market might still head a little bit a ways up and hit this trend line, this resistance trend line, before giving us a tradable opportunity. So you are going to just keep your eye out for the break of this trend line here on the 1-hour time frame. So that would be my recommendation. So that means automatically, if you are looking to trade things like Euro USD, GBPUSD, and so on, you are going to be looking for buying opportunities. And if you are going to trade USDCHF, USD CAD, USDJPY, then you are going to be looking for shorting opportunities. And I'll see if I can quickly speed run through the pairs so that you have an idea of what I'm saying. I'm going to first of all take you to USD CAD to show you what I'm saying. You can see that this is USD CAD. This is the 4-hour time frame. I'm actually already in this trade, and I decided to hold it over the weekend. So if I take you to the monthly time frame here, I'm sorry you guys can't see this because it's a little bit cluttered, but bear with me. We actually had a dead cross situation here, and we are still in a very steep downtrend. So this region here is where I believe that the market should give us a possible bounce. So I'm going to take it to the weekly time frame so we can have a look better. So you can see we are still in a downtrend. Okay, good angle and separation on MACD, good angle and separation on the AMA. There's a reason why I left this black line here, and I'm going to explain that to you shortly, so bear with me. I'll take you to the daily time frame now. You can see we are still in a very gradual downtrend, which is good for us. So let's have a look at the 4 hours so you guys can have a look better. So you can see here on the 4 hour time frame that after the price bounced off of this level of support, it gave us this zigzag situation here, which you know is actually a corrective pattern. So I've actually been waiting for an opportunity to go short here. I didn't get this opportunity until after the non-farm payroll came out on Friday. I believe I got into this trade about 5 p.m. West African time. So if I take you to the 1 hour time frame, you will see. So this line actually was the line I put here to let me know when the non-farm payroll will come out. And actually, there was another news for the Canadian currency as well that came out. I believe it was unemployment rates. I can't be too sure, but I do know that non-farm payroll came out for the USD. And then if I can just, one moment, if I can just have a look at the news. What happened for the Canadian currency was unemployment change, I believe. Yes, unemployment rate and unemployment change. So that came out in this time period here, and you can see what happened. We had a series of wide-ranging bars. So what that succeeded in doing for us was it gave us a beautiful wave top situation, and by using the APAC here, you can see that I have price targets going on down. So I actually decided to place my profit target at the number 6 level. So most likely I might get filled, and even if I'm not filled and I decide to stop somewhere around target 4 or target 5, this still gives me a very high margin for profitability. So you can see here I'm already in this trade here. I decided not to place a stop loss because the market is highly notorious for bouncing around, as you can see here. So I don't want to get stopped out too early. So this is a swing trade. I'm going to hold on to it until at the very least I get to the bottom of this channel here. Okay, so that's for USD CAD. All right, so if we go through the other currency pairs, let's go through the GBPUSD now. You can see, so for GBPUSD, I'm on the weekly time frame, taking you to the monthly. You can see what's been going on. We had the golden cross here, golden cross here. So we are hoping for the price to possibly break this region of resistance, and I don't know how long that would take, but if we go to the weekly time frame, this is what's going on. So we do have our wave bottom here with 1, 2, 3. So most likely we are still going to dithering around here for a bit. Then if the market has the power, we can bust through, but we do need to break this region first. Okay, this region is it's actually very strong, so that's what's halting price right now. So if I take you to the daily time frame, this is what's going on here right now. Okay, so let's quickly go to the 4-hour chart. And so what you're actually waiting for now is an opportunity to go long here. Okay, you can see here, if we were to place a trend line here, we are still in a gradual uptrend. Okay, and this formation actually looks like an expanding triangle. Okay, so we are going to still be of the mindset that we still have opportunities to at least go long for a certain distance. Taking you to the 1 hour time frame here. So what you're actually waiting for is a break of this trend line here. Okay, so now we have a steep positive divergence situation here. So what we are waiting for is the market to give us a tradable opportunity. Okay, so we might get something like this. So watch out for that. When you get a break of this trend line, don't be in a hurry to buy. All right, This is actually, this is divergence, but it's actually early. So you are going to have to wait for the market to give you a valid wave bottom situation. When you get a wave bottom situation, most likely there might be another break of another trend line here, and then you get good entry to go long here. All right. So of course it might not happen exactly like this, but I'm telling you that when the market breaks this trend line, you should be careful, wait for a retracement, and then when you get a wave bottom situation, you get a golden cross, on your EMAs, and then you can go long. All right. So that's it for GBP. Let's quickly look at the euro. The euro is probably setting up the same way. So for the euro, this is the region I am looking at as potential region for strong resistance. And from where we are right now, I'm on the weekly time frame, by the way. From where we are to that area is about 238 pips. So we have some leeway there. All right. So this is what's going on. So for the uptrend to resume, we need to see a golden cross on the MACD on the daily time frame. So pay attention to that. All right. But if I take you to the 4-hour time frame, you can see that we are still in this channel here as well. So I'll take you to the 1-hour time frame now, and you can see we have a beautiful divergence situation, a positive divergence situation, just like the GBP. So we do need this region to be broken, okay, and then we are going to get something akin to the GBP as well. Okay, we might get a series of bumps like this. As long as it doesn't break this low here, then that means we can count that as a wave bottom, sort of what happened around here. All right. So when you get a break of this trend line, wait for a retracement, and then you get a valid wave bottom situation, you should be able to go long in this week we are going into. All right. So let's have a quick look at USDCHF. So this is what's happening on the USDCHF. I'll just take you to the monthly so we'll have a look. You can see we are still in a downtrend, and I've marked this region as where I believe that the market has the power to get to eventually. Of course, that will take some time. Going to the weekly, this is what's happening for us right now. We do have a dead cross here, good angle and separation on MACD, good angle and separation here. So let's go to the daily time frame, and of course I'm not negating the fact that we might get a very high bounce up, okay, possibly to this region here. It is possible, it is quite possible. So in order for us to see a resumption of the downward move on USDCHF, we do need a dead cross on the MACD. All right. So if I take you to the 4-hour time frame, this is what's going on. But since the dollar index looks like it's going to give us an opportunity to go short soon, we might want to consider that for USDCHF as well. So this is what you are going to do. On the 1-hour time frame, you can see we already have negative divergence here. So what we're waiting for is a situation to go short. Okay, so we might get something like this, and then the market should give you opportunities to go short. So wait for a break of this trend line, get a retracement, and if you can get a retracement in this region, better for you. You can place your stop somewhere here and you should be safe. Okay, so this is a good opportunity for you to trade the coming week. All right. So what other currency pair are we going to have a look at? Let's look at New Zealand USD. And I said in my last video about New Zealand USD, I did talk about the fact that I was expecting the market to actually retrace to somewhere in this region and give us an opportunity to go long. And you can see it's doing just that. All right. So that still stands. So this is the 4-hour time frame. So what you are looking for is to get a golden cross on the MACD, golden cross on your EMAs, and you look for an opportunity to go long. If I take you to the 1-hour time frame here, you will see we actually have positive divergence here. So what you need to look for now is possibly a wave bottom situation here, and then you go long. All right. So I believe we have one more to go to. We'll go to the Australian dollar now. Let's see. All right, this is the Australian dollar. Let's go to the monthly time frame, and you can see what's going on here. We are in an uptrend. We have a golden cross on the MACD, golden cross on the EMAs. So let's go to the weekly time frame, and on the weekly time frame, this is what's going on. Good angle and separation on MACD, good angle and separation on the EMAs. We are in an uptrend here. So let's have a look at the daily time frame. So this is what we are looking at on the daily time frame. You can see we're in a gradual uptrend here. So what we are experiencing is just a minor retracement. So if I take you to the 4-hour time frame here, this is what we are looking at. Okay, so you can see here we have something that looks a little bit like what's happening on the GBP, something that looks like an expanding triangle. So what we are looking for is an opportunity to go long. Okay, so to get into this trade, we need to see a golden cross on the MACD and a golden cross on the EMAs here. If I take you to the 1-hour time frame, this is what we're looking at. We still have positive diversion, but this positive divergence, I don't usually support this type because it's actually quite early. So we need this market to actually come down and give us a good situation to go long. All right. So please, even though I expect that there will be a break of a trend line here, sorry, I'll just make it my trend line tool. I don't trust this break. Okay, it's too early, so most likely the market still has the power to get down to a region here. We might possibly get a push down to somewhere in this region. So basically you are looking for a valid wave bottom situation, and for you to actually really see this, I will recommend going to the 4-hour time frame and waiting there. All right, so which is why I said that you need a golden cross on the MACD here, a golden cross on the EMA. So be careful about this region. I really will be happier if the market pushes a little bit down towards this region. Okay, so you have to watch out for that. But basically speaking, for the Australian US dollar, we are looking for bullish opportunities to go long in the coming week. So there you have it. These are all the opportunities I've shown you for the major currency pairs. And as always, you are free to have a look at the other currency pairs and analyze them based on what you've learned so far. So profitable trading to everyone, and have a happy weekend, guys. This is David signing off. Thank you very much.